Welcome to another episode of All Things Wild-CLS. Today we are going to be talking about how to set up a rough earth snake habitat and care for rough earth snakes. So what I have here are just a few rough earth snakes at the bottom of this container. I caught these a day or two ago, but they are in need of a new habitat. So right here I just have a tank. And then, so what you're going to need is a tank, some roly-polies. I showed y'all in one of my earlier videos on how to raise wood lice and roly-polies and everything. And that is actually what they are going to be eating. So what you need is a tank, wood lice or roly-polies. I do a little bark from a tree, 2 rocks, some mulch right there, and then a lid for your tank. And then I use a heat light for them just on top of this tank to keep them warm and everything. So first off, what you are going to do is just go ahead and put the mulch in your tank. So as you see, I really don't know how, really, you just put in as much as mulch as you want. I'm doing a pretty thick layer because rough earth snakes are diggers, so they enjoy digging and hiding under stuff. So as you see, that's about 1 to 2 inches thick. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the last little bits of my mulch up, put it in and just mix up my mulch. Because you don't want it packed down too hard or anything, or else it's going to get too hard for them to get in and they won't be able to get in. And if you pack it down too much, if they do end up getting in, then they can't breathe and die and end up dying. So now what I'm going to do is Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix it up as shown. And then I'm just going to pat it down like that. So, as you just do that, I'm just going to do that. Then what you're going to do is just, you can grab a few leaves for them. It's like these dead, dry oak leaves you can just sprinkle in. And that can make it a bit more natural for them. And that's so good for them. It is very good and relaxing for them. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do that, and then you're just going to put in your rocks. Put one rock here on one side of the tank, the other rock on the other side of the tank, and then lay this right there. Alright, now what you're going to do is you're just going to go grab some wood lice, collect the wood lice, and then put the wood lice in, and then I'll see you after I get some wood lice to put in. Alright, so now I have a few wood lice here. You don't need many. And what you're going to do is you're just going to put your wood lice in. Well, you just drop them in and everything. Just make sure that you got live ones, not dead ones. So now most of these are alive and everything, so I'm not too worried. So once they're in, now it is time to put your snakes in. So these rough earth snakes will eat wood lice, ants. So I don't worry about washing or boiling my mulch or substrate or anything to get all the bugs out and everything, because that's what they eat. So now as you see, all my 5 friends here, I'm just gonna gently put them in, and we'll see how they like it. So here we go. Well, I'm just going to gently put them in one by one. Here you go. Here's one going in. And here's another right there. And another friend. So these snakes, they'll actually just sit there for a little bit, but then they will pretty quickly actually go under, because they actually don't like the sun that much, but you need to give them a time when they are in the sun to kind of replicate what is outside. So that is how you catch, that's not how you catch them, but how you set up a habitat for them. And just make sure they always have some wood lice so they can eat and everything. And just don't handle them too much until they get used to you, or else you can stress them out. But these guys are they're one of the sweetest snakes, I say. So they are just an amazing type of snake, and like if you see them, don't kill them because they're really good for your garden. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you learned some stuff about rough earth snakes.